Listen, I want everybody to follow my lead and go to the chat and put the flag of Haiti to show our support for this country, because this country is crazy. Let me see a good source of news. The president of Haiti, Jovenel Moi, was assassinated. And not only it's crazy, of course, but it makes no sense. Like, you know, when I was in last time I was in Haiti, I was invited by Michel Martelly, the ex-president, who also used to be he still is a singer as well. He's an artist. And one day in the 90s or the early 2000s, I performed with him at SOBs in New York. So, you know, his stage name is Sweet Mickey. And I remember meeting him. We performed. I think I performed before him, something like that. I think I was recording my second album. They took me there, introduced me to him. We were cool, and met him a couple of times, being a compa superstar, etc., etc. And then the next time I see him, he's a president. He's president of Haiti. So I went to perform at the wedding of Olivier, his eldest son. And I performed. He performed as well, but he was president already. So it was different. And then he invited me to his house. So I'm not going to the house of the president of Haiti. I don't know if I have a photo. Wait. No, I never prepared nothing. But like, maybe I have a photo somewhere. Let me go to my photo library. Let me type Haiti to see if. There you go. So I went to Pétionville, which is exactly the place where the actual president got murdered. So let me do that. So this is us. So this is us. This is 2013 at the wedding of his son. And I probably have a photo of us in 2000 or 99, and we are on stage or after performing together, right? Or one after the other, whatever, in New York. So now imagine you have a fellow singer that becomes a president. And he tells me, hey, I want to, yo, bro. And I remember it was like, yo, yeah, last time you saw me, I was a singer. Now I'm a president. And we were laughing about it. And what you mean you can see the faces? Hmm? Where's the photo? What do you mean you can see the faces? Everything seems fine. Anyway. So he tells me that, yo, listen. So I was with his son chilling. His son comes to the hotel, say, hey, listen, my dad wants to invite you to have a drink at home. Let's go. So the son, Olivier, comes pick me up in a black armored SUV, completely how you call it, armored and bulletproof. That's the son. And with him, behind him, he had two cars full of people all dressed in black with guns. So we had us driving, and behind us we had two cars with special forces, right? Now imagine we arrive to Pétionville, which is the place where the president lives. And so it's like it's higher in the hills and stuff. And when we arrived there, before even arriving to the area where the president lives, there was a checkpoint. And before arriving to his door, yo, there was a tank. There was, I'm abusing when I say a tank, but there were armored vehicles. There were people all in black, like ready. They were like people ready for war. I told you when I was shooting the video for the weekend, because we were not far from President Kabila's residence, there were hundreds of soldiers ready. And every time I went to meet a president, I met the president. I met Laurent Gbagbo, who's a friend of my father. I met his wife Simone. I met the actual president of Congo Brazzaville. Mobutu when I was a kid. I met Abdou Diouf. I mean, with my father when I was a kid, I met a lot of presidents, even Chinese president at that time, when I went to China with my parents. And every time I remember mad security, like checkpoints and checkpoints and checkpoints. Listen, even when you go, you've seen the footage, even when you go to my house in Kinshasa, there's at the door and outside the door and in the beginning of our street, there's soldiers who are making sure that if anybody is strange in the direction of the house, the people who are in the house will know and will be ready to shoot. And so all this to tell you that I don't understand how is it possible that a president in exercise, not somebody who's an expert. Listen, today if you go to Congo and you wanna reach Kabila's house, probably 2 kilometers or maybe more before you even arrive to the gates, there's gonna be hundreds of soldiers, and he's not the president anymore. So how do you explain that somebody who's the actual president of a country that is in turmoil, right? How do you explain that this person is so easy to reach? Like what, there were two guards? Like, and some people are saying that, although those guys said they were DEA, so they say the DEA stand down. Listen, you can say what you want. If I'm guarding the president's house, I don't care if you're DEA. DEA is the USA. I don't care. Like, what you mean, DEA stand down? It makes no sense. You can be who you want. Listen, one day I was performing for the president of, I was not performing for the president. I was performing in, I think it was in Congo, Brazzaville. And it was a show for, it was a elite crowd, right? So I'm performing, and there was a swimming pool, and it was us performing behind the swimming pool, and in the other side of the swimming pool, because on the other side of the swimming pool, there were all the public, right? So I'm performing, singing my song, and everybody's dancing, everybody happy. And the wife of the president, Sassou, she was enjoying the show, and she was just, listen, she was dancing, she was happy, she was like, yeah. So me, as a performer, I go near, since she's dancing and everybody's dancing around her, and like, I don't want to dance with her, but I just want to be near and say, yeah, let's go, leve les mains, something, just animate. And that's what I do, that I work the crowd, right? So I reach 5 meters from her, and I'm still here. Hey, first of all, I'm fabulous, and I'm performing. Soon as I was like 4 meters from her, the 4 guys who were sitting just stood up, and they did this with their guns. And me, I was singing, and I was just went back far away. So I don't understand how people can just come and kill a president. And listen, I feel for this country. I feel for Haiti. It's the first Black Republic. It's the first one that destroyed the chains of the oppressors. But listen, ever since I've known Haiti, it's les tontons m'écoutent, it's earthquakes, it's like cyclones, and like it's like a forsaken land. Like, I really feel for my brothers and sisters in Haiti. And listen, I understand that this guy was contested. I understand that there were people saying that it was time for him to go, and he was trying to stay a little more. People were saying that his run finished in February, and then he was saying, no, I started a year later, so I have another year. I understand all this, but before everything, it's a human being. It's a father, probably, and he's a husband. And now there's a woman who might lose her life. I don't know. She was in critical condition last time I read, in Florida, because they also shot his wife. And me, that's the thing I'm feeling, right? I'm like, this woman, if she survives, she also lost her husband over politics. And listen, when we got that call from the US government, and they asked my dad if he wanted to, maybe talk about running for office or something, my mom said no for these reasons. Don't you'll be rich with it. Yeah. I'll pass. But listen, this is a wife that lost her husband, and this is listen, in those countries, this country is the prey of gangs, extortion. People are just getting taken in broad daylight, and there's drug cartels, and there's a lot of geopolitical implications that I don't want to talk about here. But this is sad, like, to see that we in the 21st century, and in our countries, you can still kill a president. Listen, I'm praying for my brothers and sisters in Haiti. I've been talking to everybody that I know right there, because either people will just keep it and try to stay put, or either this is the beginning of chaos and anarchy, or this is not the beginning, because it's been chaos and anarchy, but maybe it is the beginning of worse. And I don't know how you stop that, but I was supposed to go there. I don't remember when. 2 years ago, probably. And usually my parents, they don't say nothing, even if they know exactly where I am. But when my parents say don't go somewhere, especially my dad, right, who's been trained by Mossad, but dad was like, don't go there. And that's why I didn't go. So, but listen, prayers for his family, because, before that, he's a father, he's a husband, and, Jovenel Moi, rest in peace. And listen, the people of Haiti, we are with you. And really, hopefully the chaos that is out there will not even go into something even crazier. It was not even a coup, because it was just removed. And now people are just taking over. So it smells like inside job, or outside forces. Smells like President Laurent Désiré Kabila back then, when he was like, I'll do what I want. Fuck accident. Oh yeah? So listen, I know the limits of when I have to talk about things, so I'm not gonna add anything more to that other than read your comments. And prayers up for Haiti and my brothers and sisters out there. And listen, it's crazy to see that the same island is like, look, Dominican Republic and Haiti is the same island, and one place is a nightmare and the other one is a paradise. And this is crazy. You're the next president. Why you say that? Most president assassination happen when the plot is within. Yep. They said elite soldiers and mercenaries from Spain committed the action. Yes, that's what I heard. Smells like an inside job. No way they would they just walked into this presidential residence. It makes no sense. You know. Most of these assassinations happened when black presidents switched sides. He attempted to leave behind the US collaboration in benefit of the Russian. Did you see that Gabon is trying to leave France to be part of the Commonwealth as well? It's politic. You cannot understand how a president can be assassinated. Usually it's done by a CIA, a well-trained commando. I'm really sorry for the Haiti people. Yep, that's usually how it's done, Dalia. We know it. You know. That's true. Haiti has never known peace. This is sad. You know. Very important. The same CIA attempted more than 64 times to kill Fidel Castro and failed. It all depends on the amount of traitors that you are surrounded with. This is so true. Listen, we just pray for peace, and hopefully this will not degenerate into more chaos. Which is, listen, I was talking to a friend, a singer, and she told me, listen, if even the president can just die in a republic, in a democracy, just imagine everybody else, like us common people. But like, yo, that's crazy. So yeah, listen, I don't know what's gonna happen, and like, I believe that we will know more about what happened whenever we will know more about what happened whenever depending on what happens after. Sometimes you have to wait to see how things unfold to realize, oh, this is what is going on. Because most people will be emotional. They will be like, they will start having these theories and etc. Everybody will want to have answers. But it's only when you see what happens afterwards that you're like, all right, I see what's going on. And that's why I'll just pray for the people and wait to see what is up.